my channel Pratikriti, a creative mind. This is my third vlog. I hope you are enjoying my videos. Today I am going to tell about our Indian folk art. Yes, India. This is our incredible India. India's culture, varieties of people, their castes, their tribes, very varieties of tribes, their diversities, their history reveals through their art forms, varieties of art forms. There are several styles, several techniques, several forms of art which tells the world the uniqueness of India, uniqueness of our country. So as an artist, I feel very proud of saying about those art forms to our viewers. And I feel, it seems to me that it is our artist's duty to share those art forms, those ancient art forms, their techniques, their styles, to share with the world so that they can know our origin. Okay? And that's why today I am here to begin our journey into the Indian folk art forms, varieties of folk art forms. And I will start with the most popular art form, that is Mithila art form or Mithila Madhubani painting, Madhubani art form. Not only in India but throughout the world, it is very much popular today. It has spreaded its popularity throughout the whole art world. So in this tutorial class, first of all, I will talk about the origin and the style of this art form, and then I will show you how to draw and paint with this art form. This art form in India originated from the region Mithila, situated in Bihar, in the province of Bihar. And these paintings are discovered while the British colonial William J. Archer was inspecting the damage of the earthquake in Bihar in 1934. It is said that in Ramayana, the great Ramayana, Raja Janak decorated his province, his villages with Mithila painting and commissioned his artists to paint, to decorate the villages with on the occasion of Sita's wedding with Ram. So this is a very ancient method, and this is very old method which is very popular today. This method of art implies on the simple portrayal of culture and their tradition of that time. It depicts day-to-day lives, their activities, their beliefs, their customs, the natural beauties, etc. As well as mythological figures also found in this art form. These natural beauties which are depicted in this art form are especially on flowers, sun, moon, animals, birds, trees, leaves, etc. In these paintings, the subjects are in the center and the background is very much colorful and filled with leaves, floral paintings or decorative floral flora and fauna. And the backgrounds are very much colorful, very much attractive, and the center part, which is the subject of this painting, are drawn with two lines, double lines. That is the style of this painting. Okay, the border lines are drawn with double lines and they are left uncolored, but the background and the other lines are filled with vibrant colors. So those lines which are left uncolored are called kachni in the Mithila painting, and those colorful areas of the painting that are called bharni, which are filled with vibrant colors. In ancient times there were no material colors, so that they used natural sources of colors like leaves juice, flower extracts, or turmeric powder, etc. But today we can use the normal poster color or any kind of acrylic colors to paint such kind of paintings. One thing is important to remember, that these are two-dimensional paintings. These Mithila paintings are two-dimensional paintings. The lines are drawn with various kinds of patterns. Subjects are. So, first of all, you have to select the theme on which you are going to proceed. Once you have selected the theme, then it will be easier for you to accomplish the work. It can be some natural object like any bird, animals, trees or fish, etc. Or it can be on some mythological theme like this one. Here I have chosen to depict the story of Ramayana, epic, the greatest epic in our country, India. In this story, where Lob and Kush, they are two brothers, they are the sons of Ram, and they are targeting their arrows towards the Ashwamedha Yagya horse, and horse which is sent by Ram, the great king, to win all over the world or across the country. Here I have already drawn the picture and also almost done the tracings also. You can see there are some lines which are untraced. Now I will trace these untraced lines and show you. First of all, I sketched the whole thing and then I traced the whole thing. For you guys, I have left some unstressed areas. Now it is in this way that you have to select the theme and then have to sketch it with your pencil. Remember, you should leave the border lines first. Border lines, I have also left the border lines across 1 inch or 2 inches. After sketching, you have to trace the lines like what I have done already, so that it becomes prominent and beautiful. Look, here I have drawn double line border. These double line borders will be left uncolored. can color the smaller areas very swiftly.